Well, hello guys, and welcome back to another Steven Universe review. In this episode, we'll be taking a look at Season 5, Episode 6, Gemcation. Now, so I've seen different episode lists for how this bomb was supposed to air. Some lists have Raise This Barn as the next episode, and then Gemcation. The official Cartoon Network app has Gemcation, then Raise This Barn. But based on watching these episodes, I'm going to assume this one is first, just because it makes more logical sense. And yeah, this is actually, I don't really care for this one. It's not the most filler episode, and Steven is definitely in character, as bad as this is gonna sound. It's just kind of annoying. But let's just get right into it. So Steven's waiting for Connie to call him, right? He's being all insecure and stuff. And the dad is trapped in the hoses, so he breaks the hose to get him out. And he's like, "You're still gonna love me, right? You aren't gonna betray me now that I destroyed your hose?" That's, as weird as this is going to sound, that's probably the most out of character line in this episode. Just because, based on everything he kind of does after this line doesn't kind of match up, because he's worried about Connie, yes, and it's still in character. That's a bad way to put it. But Steven's kind of annoying. So he's waiting for Connie. They have a running joke about Ronaldo and his koala princess anime. But they decide that, hey, Steven's kind of out of it, so let's go on vacation, right? House in the countryside. And let's go have some fun, right? Go relax. So they go, and the entire time, Steven's like on his phone, right? Because he's waiting for Connie to call him. And I can't tell if this is supposed to be a slam against the whole, oh, look at those damn millennials, and I'm always being on their phones and whatnot. I can't tell, because it kind of feels like it, but it also kind of doesn't. But they're all kind of trying to get Steven, right? Oh, let's get into it. Let's have some fun. And they all take their stabs at cheering him up, right? Amethyst does her thing. It doesn't, because they all assume he's broken, or he's kind of down in the dumps because of Homeworld, right? He went to Homeworld, he saw some horrible things, so that must be what's getting him down. No, it's the girl. It's a build-up for a punchline we know is already wrong. He goes into the hot tub with Garnet, again, still on his phone, and Garnet goes to tell him the story of the evil of Pink Diamond, and he's like, I already know this isn't whatever. See, normally, you'd think he would be worried about this stuff, right? Pink Diamond is this horrible thing. He saw a lot of crazy stuff on Homeworld, but he's not worried about that. He's more worried about Connie, right? The girl he loves, the whole... Someone called this the truth bomb. I kind of see it, but I still, the breakup bomb still works a lot better for me, in my opinion. And yeah, he doesn't care about the Homeworld stuff. It's like, oh yeah, it's horrifying, but it's not really that big of a deal. Or at least he's not fazed by it. Which, as bad as that sounds, it's in character for Steven. Steven's not the one to be fazed by this sort of crap. And that kind of feels underwhelming, because he should be. I would love to see this actually, take a toll on him, and he actually has to work through it. But no, instead he's just focused on his girl, right? And the gyms don't know any of this, right? Greg's like, oh, this must be it. He has, he says, space sickness or space lag, and they're like, no, that's not it. So Pearl goes out and is like, oh, this is impossible to explain. And is it just me, or is the music at this point, really weird? She starts to, cry, and the music just sounded janky. It's like a piano key. I don't know enough about music to explain it, but it just sounded off. It's clearly trying to pull at your heartstrings, but it just sounds ugly. But then Steven finally breaks down and is like, no, this has nothing to do with Homeworld. This is about me and my girl breaking up. And Greg's like, oh, okay, this is so much easier than I thought it'd be. So he goes and explains to Steven that, oh yeah, it's fine. Right, everything's gonna be great. And Steven and then they eventually realize he doesn't have cell service, so they go up the mountain, get cell service, and oh, they're all one big happy family, right? Everything's back to normal, even though Steven should be horribly scarred, he's not, because that's the kind of character they've set up. Womp, womp, womp. It feels like a waste of time. I wouldn't say it's filler. If we want it, I still want that Pink Diamond flashback. I've said this a bunch of times. That sounds really interesting, and it's just not going to happen anytime soon, is it? It may never happen knowing this show. This is probably my lowest point in the bomb, but it's not the worst thing I've ever seen. I know I keep saying that a lot, but this show already has a worst episode, and there's a good chance they'll never top it. But yeah, next time we got Raising the Barn, a much better, if personally hated episode. We'll get to it. I hope you all enjoyed. Stay tuned for more. Until next time, peace.